Rupin Pass is my all-time favorite and will always be my favorite. Because I feel Rupin Pass is not just a trek. A trek is a small word to define Rupin Pass. To me, it's an emotion. To me, it's a part of me which will always be inside me. And somewhere I feel it's an experience that's in a league of its own. There's nothing that comes close to Rupin Pass for me.
Rupin Pass was the first trek where I saw such a strong-rooted culture in Jhaka and Jiskun villages, where the architecture, which is Katkoni architecture, is still kept intact. The dressing men and women wear is still worn and with a lot of pride. The temples, the religion, the belief in God is so strong there, and that energy radiates through both the villages and also goes up to Dhara.
So Jhaka is called as a hanging village, and it is not for nothing, because even when you're walking up from Jiskun, you see Jhaka high up in the air. The houses almost seem hanging out of the mountains, and below the houses is almost the valley below.
There's something that I've seen on the Rupin Pass trek that you will not see anywhere. And first of all, it's the Rupin waterfalls. That almost the 1,500 foot drop that we have of waterfalls in 3 stages. That kind of a waterfall in the high altitudes of the Himalayas, in fact, anywhere in the world is a rarity. You don't get to see that.
First time I saw, my jaw dropped. Second time I saw, I was like, is it real? I'm moving my hands in front of my face. Is it real? Is it something that I'm seeing? And it is perfect, picture perfect.
Crossing the waterfall, I feel, is something that boosted my confidence like anything. Because it's not something that you think that a regular person like me or anybody else can just go and cross a 1,500 foot waterfall with all these snow bridges, and the water is not like gently flowing water. It is cascading, it is in its own force. So actually crossing that waterfall is like a huge confidence boost, which I did feel at Upper Waterfall.
I felt very blessed to witness such a wonder of nature, such a creation of nature that might have formed millions of years ago, but still I got that opportunity, and I would consider it my privilege to be there to able to witness that.
The scenery changes on the Rupin Pass trek is very surprising. For example, there is this section, it's a deep, dark coniferous forest. You can't even look up. You look up, you're going to get a creak on your neck. But do you know, this forest just starts abruptly. So abruptly that if you put a hand this way and you put the other hand that way, one hand is going to be outside the forest and the other is going to be inside the forest. It's that abrupt.
Forest is also a kind of a cliff, because below you, deep down, almost 1,000 feet below you, is the Rupin river that is flowing. Most of the times you don't see the river, but you can hear the river. And you walk through, traverse through this forest. It's very beautiful because you really don't have to either climb or descend. You have a beautiful walk in this dark, dense forest, and you don't want this walk to end. I think that's one of the most romantic parts of this trek.
As you're trekking, the Rupin river is also moving along with you, and it has a very strong personality. So you feel that the Rupin is talking to you, interacting with you, sometimes scolding you that, oh, you need to take this way, you need to go this way, be mindful, okay, I see you have come prepared, and it gives a good scolding to people who are not as well. But when you cross Dhandiras Thach, which is one of the hardest days of the trek, and you go to upper waterfall, here is where I feel that the Rupin understands you and it listens to you. That calm feeling of Rupin being there by your side, knowing your story throughout the trek, the struggles, the challenges, the wins you have had, and it gives you that space to just give a listening ear.
Somewhere at Upper Waterfall, I was feeling a bit sad because I would be leaving Rupin behind. I knew the source of Rupin Waterfall was somewhere upar, just behind the campsite. And I knew that once I cross the pass, I'm not going to meet this river again, and I don't know if I'll meet it again. So somewhere I wanted all those thoughts to be written down. Because the way I'm feeling over here, sitting next to this river, I felt like I would not feel that way anywhere else.
The guide shows you see that this little thing over there? That's the gully. And from afar, you get the first sight of the gully. It's such a steep climb. And just looking at it, it's scary. I think for me, Rupin is that mind game. It's getting over your fear. And then slowly the lead guide takes you forward. And one by one, the entire team walks up. And step by step, you kind of realize that, oh my God, I can do this.
You are aware of each and every cell in your body when you are crossing the gully. You know exactly where to keep the footing, what step to keep, how should be the step distance. Still, you know that, okay, there is some amount of risk, there is some amount of fear, but I feel the pass is something which calls out for you.
And finally, you see those flags fluttering at the pass. And you know you're getting close, and you keep climbing. And finally you reach the pass and you look down, it's just a slide, and every point of the way just wondering, how did I do this? And it's a sense of accomplishment. It's what it reminds you that you can do anything in life.
That moment in time is truly precious because that scenery again you will not get anywhere else. It is deeply gratifying, humbling, and there's a deep sense of what would you say, contentment when you are there.
So for me, Rupin Pass has been the most giving trek I have experienced.
Very few treks I've come across which has surprised me at every turn as much as a Rupin Pass has done. It's an astounding trek, and I call it in one of my top 3, but I want to tell you that anyone who does this trek will put them in the top 3. That good a trek it is.
If you're planning the Rupin Pass trek, don't miss out on some crucial information we have on our website. You'll find the link in the description below. I would also highly recommend watching this video on the challenges of the Rupin Pass trek and how to prepare for them. Don't miss out on that either. If you've liked this video, please make sure you hit like and share the video with others whom you're planning the Rupin Pass trek with. We have a lot of other videos that will educate you, help you learn about the trekking world and be a part of it yourself. So to make sure you don't miss out on our future videos, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon next to it. If you have any other questions about the Rupin Pass trek, drop in a comment below, or you can write to us on info@indiahikes.com. We'll be able to help you. Thank you for joining us today. We'll be back with more soon.